what you're doing, but the clock is ticking. Give it your best and then you're on to something. And it keeps on getting closer, closer. All or nothing. Everything's silent in your head, you're sweating. So you're not sure exactly where you're hiding. You know it's getting closer, closer. If you go all in, you got a lot to lose, my friend. All or nothing. If you say all in, you don't get to choose again. All or nothing. 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 All or
Hi guys, thanks for coming. Okay, so before we start the lesson, make sure you already make sure your machine already install at least 7 PHP 7.2 because we will build a simple Laravel app with React.js 6, Laravel 6. And second, Composer. So to make sure we can install the Laravel libraries, then Node.js, because we want to install some of the libraries for let's say for React libraries. Okay, and Postman, we want to test the API. Also, I think that's all. I think wherever we no need. I think just only these four. Okay, so PHP 7.2 and above, Composer, Node.js, and Postman. Alright, so first thing first, we need to create a simple Laravel project. So maybe you can use Laragon, but for this lesson, we will build using terminal via command line, right? Okay. Okay, so for IDE, I will using Visual Studio Code. Okay, so open your terminal, then go to your desktop, change directory. So my workspace will be my desktop. Okay, so we create project using Composer. So create project, Laravel. So your project name will be React Laravel. So I think it depends. You can name based on your what you want. So but mine is React dash Laravel. Okay, so I think so. We just wait. So if you have any question, you can ask. So maybe take a few minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes, depends on your internet connection. So right now it's Laravel 6.12. Alright, then you can close this terminal. Okay. So this is your project. Okay. So we open using Visual Studio Code. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Then I want to try. We need to try run the server to make sure the web can be up and running. So PHP artisan serve. Okay. So localhost. Alright, so it's working. Right, next. So what's next? Okay, so I think you need to set up your web server. So mine, I'm using mem. Okay, so why we need to have this? Because we want to create a new database. So later on, when we create a new database, then we will create a new migration file. Then we create a new table from the migration file. Then we do the migrate. Okay, so you can go to. So I'm using PHP MyAdmin. I think depends on you guys. If you want to create a new database using your own terminal, I think it's okay. Oh, explain folder structure. Okay, so before I start uh, create a new database, so I just explain a little bit of the for the Laravel structure. Okay, uh, so this is your app folder. Okay, so this is the important part for the HTTP, right? So inside uh, controllers, so app, I think start with app HTTP controllers. Okay, so inside controllers we will create a new controller. Okay, later on we will create where all the controller will be created here. Okay, and then your model, so your model inside we will store inside app folder here. So this is your user model. Then we will create a new model, so because we want to create a to-do list app, right? A simple to-do list app. So we create this like example, a new task table. Okay, so let's say the model name is task, so we create new model, then we store inside app folder. Okay, so this is your configuration setting here. So especially for this one, like this one, right? So this for your like database connection, but you will um, uh, set up your database connection on env file. So later on I will show you the env file lah. Okay, so this is your public for sorry, this one database folder. So later on we will create a new table, right, for uh, task table. Okay, so we will create a new migration file. So we create inside this folder under migration database migrations. Okay, so we will alter the file. So we will add some attributes there. Okay, inside the migrations folder. Then the public, this where you can store your uh, JavaScript or CSS file here. Okay, so resources where your, let's say the React. So later on we will integrate with the React component. So the React component will be initialized here. So when you later on we will do the command. Let's say PHP we do the preset React. So normally we using Vue, right? Okay, especially if you create a simple authentication model. So you will by default we're using the Vue JS, but this time we will using React. Okay, so all the, let's say for Bootstrap, so it will be stored here. So source and then the views. They said the template file, so we will store inside views folder under resources. Okay, so these are your routes. So this a route. I think we just likely play around with for the API.php and then web.php. So web.php is a routing for your web. Okay, so whereby let's say this the URL here. So we will set up inside this file. Okay, so for API, this one, if you want to create a RESTful API, so you can set up in here. So our React app will we communicate the API through this file lah. So based on this file, let's say you want to get the list of tasks. Maybe we do the CRUD operation, right? Create, re-update, delete. So we will declare here for the API endpoints. Then we will test through Postman before we integrate the API. Okay, so this is storage where you store the file or logs, some sort like that. Okay, so vendor or the libraries they needed for Laravel. Okay, so this is the env. You can set your project setting here. So let's say the app name, let's say the database connection, blah blah blah, right? Okay, so composer, yeah. So composer with this the list of libraries. Okay, so where your composer handle lah. Okay, okay. I don't really cover all the project structure, but I think we can move to the next part which is we create a new database. Right? So create new database. So go to the databases. I will create new database called React Laravel. Okay. So create. Okay, those your database. Okay. Alright. Okay. So once done, so make sure. Uh, I think we do the React setup. Is it the React setup? Not sure. Okay, so do you have any questions so far before I continue? No question. Okay. Okay, give me a few minutes. Okay, so I think we can. Uh, yeah, table scale we will create it after this. After this, we will create. Okay. Because I want to think either we want to set up the React first or we will do the Laravel part. Hmm. All right. Okay. So no question, eh? You choose. All right. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So, mm, I think we can set the React first. Wait, is it the React? Okay. I think we focus on Laravel part first. I think not Laravel or React. Maybe both. Okay. So first thing first, open your terminal. Okay, open your terminal first. Okay. So, but in this lesson, I'm not much covered on the React explanation, but if you have any question, you can maybe you can ask. Okay. because we have limited time for this. Okay, right. So open your terminal, then we will install the Laravel UI. Okay. So Composer require Laravel UI. Okay. All right, done. All right, so next part is we will install Bootstrap. So PHP Artisan UI Bootstrap. Okay. Right. So before we do the npm install and npm run dev, okay, uh, we can set the preset for React. Okay, so PHP Artisan preset React. All right. So next we will run npm install. Okay, so npm install. So make sure you already install Node.js. Huh? Okay. Okay, installing. All right. So npm run dev. So this one we're using the Laravel mix. Okay. So, so if you notice inside resources, right, the React component already exists. Okay, this one. So this is our React component. Okay, but if you refresh here, actually nothing happened. Okay, this we not integrate the React component yet. Okay, for this view template. Okay, okay. So before we integrate the React component, so make sure you install this Chrome extensions React. Okay, so React developer tools. I think this is if you want to do some like debugging or troubleshoot, right? So you can use this React developer tool. So I already installed. So we will looks like this. So let's say this page not using Laravel, right? Sorry, not using React. Okay, so this page it will tell you this page doesn't appear to be using React. All right. So when you install this React developer tools, okay, then um, proceed to I think no need to adjust this React component. Okay. So go to your view template file, which is welcome.blade.php. Okay. So this is your blade file. So I want to put, or I want to integrate the React component into this blade file, blade template file. Okay. So we can change the title. So React to do list. Okay, React to do list. So I remove all of this style, all of this. Okay. And also this one. So all the div inside body take out. Okay. So make sure go to resources. Okay, I try to close all of this. Okay. Okay. So go to your resources. So yes, resources, views, and welcome.blade.php. So this is your file that you need to edit. Okay. Alright. Okay, then you need to link with your Bootstrap. Okay. So this is your Bootstrap file. So under public CSS, app.css. So this is your Bootstrap. Okay. So link href css. So what's the URL? Okay, css slash app dot css. And we type this. This is your css. Okay. Then you need to create new div. So this your later on I will explain why we need to create this one. Okay, so this create example. I think you just type it first. Later I will explain. Okay, then don't forget to link your app.js. Okay, so this one, the app.js. Oh, sorry, not this one. Wait. Okay. So JS, app.js. Oh. Okay. So this is your updated file. Okay, next, save. Okay, try to refresh. See, so it's already integrated with React. So this is your React app inside Laravel. Okay. So you already the extension for the developer tools has detect that your web or your web using React component. Okay. Okay, so why we using example here? Okay, because if you go to example.js, okay, so this is your React component. Okay, so if you notice here, so there's we using React DOM. So you need to understand what's the React DOM do. Okay, so React DOM will take these two parameters here. So this is for example, right, the component here. So this is where you want to render. So where this, okay, this part okay. So ID example. So this is where, sorry, not where. Sorry, this is where. This is what you want to render. Okay, so example, what you want to render. So what you want to render, this one, the whole part, this one. Okay, you want to render this one, right? Okay, so this is what you want to render. This is where you want to render. So this is the, so before that, it's a mistake. Okay, so this is where you want to render. So where? Here. So you got it. Okay. All right. Okay. So I think you already successfully integrate the React component. Okay. So next we will create a simple RESTful API. Okay. So before that, make sure you set up your database connection first. Okay. So go to env file inside this project. Okay. So this is your database connection. So database connection. So my database will be React Laravel. Okay. So my username, password, root. Okay. Okay. So I'm using Mac. So I need to set the socket, the DB socket. So DB socket will be DB socket. So DB socket. Man, okay. I not remember the DB socket. Okay, so this is the default. Okay. So this is a default. So this one, let's say if I'm using MEM and Mac, okay, my OS is not OS. My machine I'm using Macintosh, okay, but my web server I'm using MEM. So I'm using this setting, okay. So if you're using, I'm not sure if you're using Macintosh and other than MEM, you need to set up the DB socket. Okay, so if I'm wrong, just uh, let me know. Okay. So Windows user need to mention DB socket. I think no need. I think just Macintosh. Right. I think just Macintosh. Okay. So we don't know yet. Is it successful or not? Right. Our database connection. Okay. Okay. So open this. Sorry. No. Providers. Okay. We do some adjustment here. And inside app providers, app service provider. So illuminate. Okay. So no Illuminati. So illuminate. Support. Okay. Facades. Schema. Okay. Then you need to go your boot function. Right. So schema. Default. String length 191. Okay. Semicolon. So default string length. Okay, schema. Okay, I think it's correct. Okay. Alright, so okay, we need to create a new migration file. Oh, banyaknya apps di bawah tu. Yeah. Too many apps. Alright, so open your terminal. Okay. Then we type, oh sorry, there's for three terminals. Okay, so okay, PHP Artisan make migration. So create task table. So we create a new table. Okay. So we create new migration file. Then update the migration file. So we add some attributes, which is name and description. So then after that we run PHP Artisan migrate. So we will update the structure inside our database. Okay. So once you're done, enter. Okay. So inside your database, right? So migrations here, just 3 file migrations. Once I entered, see, new migration file already created. So this is your create task table. Okay, so you need to update the schema here, right? Okay, next we need to add 2 attributes. Okay, 2 attributes. Okay, model. Later on we will create model. Okay, later on we will create a model. So we create migration file first. Okay, so we add table string name. Okay, then table so table string. Oh, I think I would prefer using larger varchar. Okay, so if string max 200 something or 100 something, I don't remember. But if I'm using text, I think can get around 500. So maybe we type this first. Okay, description. Okay, so you done, right? So this this is the up function drop. Okay, so let's say if you want to cancel, you want to roll back, you can drop. Okay, so I think no need to drop. I think everything is correct. Okay, so next we need to migrate. So PHP Artisan migrate. Okay, so if you notice, right, inside your structure, there was empty. Okay, so if I run PHP Artisan migrate, so enter, see, so your connections successfully connected. Then a few tables will be also created. Okay, so if I refresh, so there are 5 tables. So I think we can ignore all of this except this one task. So this is our focus. Okay, so this is our task table. So we will do some data modification. So we do the CRUD operation here. Okay. Oh, wait. You guys waiting for it? Just relax. Okay, relax. Relax. Okay. So once you migrate, okay. All right. Okay. I think this guy Fendi, right? You want to create a new model. So this is the right time you want to create. You can create your own model. Okay. So clear. So PHP Artisan make model task. Okay. Okay, actually they have a short I think they have a short way to create all of this, including controller, model, and migration. But uh, I ready to create one by one. So you guys can understand what happening right now. Okay, so PHP artist submit model task, then enter. So a new model just created. Yeah, nice. Yeah. All right. So this is our new model. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So okay, we need to do some adjustment because we want to make sure later on when we test this API endpoint, no issue. All right. Yeah, I think you guys you want to wait for React.js part, right? Okay. Just calm your horse, right? So protected, fillable. Am I correct? Fillable. Okay. So name, description. Okay, and semicolon, semicolon. Okay. Right. Okay, done. So once done, you can. Okay, this is the golden part. Okay. So we will install React Strap. Okay. So before this Bootstrap, right? So we will install React Strap because there are some of React component. Actually, not. It's a React component from React Strap component. Okay, sorry, React Strap component. I need to uh, make it clear. Let's say you want to use table, form, input, so we can use React Strap. So open React Strap now. So I will show you some sample React Strap. Okay, so I'm not expert. Okay, if let's say if you don't know, right, just go to documentation so you can read from there. So we were using React Strap. Okay. So if you this one if you want you can install React Strap. So npm install save React Strap, React, and React DOM. Okay, inside the Laravel later on. Okay, so this is how you play with the React Strap component. Okay, React component is different. React component is another thing. Okay, React Strap component, this one. So let's say you want to create like alert, badge, background button, blah blah blah, right? So you can use this React Strap. Okay, got it. All right. So okay, go to this homepage. Okay, so you can copy all of this. Okay, so at the same time you can install React Strap, React, and React DOM. So why I'm using save because I want to make sure you install inside this project only. Okay, so enter. Okay, keep installing. Right. Okay. Wow, nice React Strap. Okay. So what's next? Okay, next, go to your React component. Okay, so this your React to do list app, right? You React uh, actually it's a welcome page, but you already integrate with the React component. Okay. So right now we just focus only this file, React component files. This one. Okay. Yes, yes. Only this project. Yes, right. If dash G, so it will be so global lah. Okay, so alright, so we remove all of this. So we just leave it container. Okay. If we refresh. Okay. So why not nothing happen? Like no changes at all lah. So because every time you do some modification on your React component, so you need to compile. Okay. So go to your terminal. Okay. So this you already run npm run dev, right? So you can you can run it again to see the latest changes. Run dev. Okay. So compiling. Sorry for asking. I newbie for AJS. This mean we no longer need Bootstrap, or we still need with React? Okay. So I try to digest this question. I think just I think for this lesson we using React Strap. Okay. But usually, if I using React into Laravel, I'm always do this two things two things. So Bootstrap and React Strap. Okay. So npm run dev only run the Laravel part or React part. So this we call Laravel mix. Okay. So you need to understand what's the Laravel mix. Okay. So you can every time you adjust or you do some adjustment on your let's say you do some like on SaaS or the for React component, so you need to compile all the assets here. Okay, so you can use npm run dev. Okay, so it's kind of like compiling your asset inside here. Okay, so okay, all right. So let's say if you too lazy to compile each time you modified your React component, right? Like this list component, you can use npm run watch. Okay. So every time you do some changes, then they will compile on the spot. Okay. So this one run dev, right? See, if I refresh, so empty, right? So if you take a look closely, then I change to hello world, and I save. See, compile successfully. So on the spot, see, you have refresh, hello world. See, it's a magic. Okay. So is it I'm is it answering my question? Your questions? Okay. Moment of silence. Okay. All right. So we can proceed with this React component. Okay. Go to your React component. So you can import. Okay. So like I said, the best. Oh, sorry, this is error, right? Because not yet. So I remove save. Okay. Okay. So the best friend developer is what? Okay. The best friend developer is documentation and the internet, right? So it's good for all. Will use more resources. Which part? I think that question you need to elaborate more. Okay. So is it good? What in terms of resources? Okay. So go to your components. Okay. So I want to import a table. So we will using this one. Okay. So we import table. Alright. Table and button here. Which one button? I think under form. Oh, button here. So button. See button. Okay. So the example is button. Okay. Alright. So we can proceed. We can proceed here. Okay. Go to this file, React component. Then we import. So import table, table button from React strap. Okay, save. Alright. Then we need to create a new table inside this div. Okay. So table. Okay, we close all this. Okay, okay table t head. Okay, tr. Okay, we do together this one. T head. Then what we call th t header, right? Okay. And th name description actions. Okay, so then t body, so tr td. So this just we create a dummy page first. So what? Breakfast. Nasi lemak. Then we will create two buttons. Button color success. Okay, size. Okay, I not remember this one. Okay, this is size, right? Okay, kita take a look at layout. See, there's a size here. Alright, so maybe we're using this SM. I think SM. I think SM is before. Okay, so SM So it depends on you. Okay. Alright, so okay, so for class name, right? So in React, you need to if you want to use CSS class, you need to CSS class. You need to mention uh, class name. So class name is a reserved word for React. So if normal HTML, just class. Okay. So MR2 edit. Okay. Alright. So for React, right? So if you notice, if let's say if I create a new tag, let's say button, right? And then and I save without closing the tag. Okay, so it is an error, right? Because in React, you need to, it is similar like is the SML language. So which is they have a open tag and then must be followed by close tag, right? You can copy all of this. Okay, okay, new button. Delete button. I think this one, no need this one. So delete. Okay, save. Oh, whoa. Okay, save. Mm, is it safe? Right. Okay, once you save, then you can refresh. So this is your latest page. Okay. But inside our task table still empty, right? So because we not uh, integrate any API. Okay. So later on we will integrate. Okay. So next. Okay. Next. Okay. So go to your React component. Then create a new constructor because we want to initialize some of things, right? Class. So super. Okay, in this part we create new. We initialize as default state. So which is the task. So task we create an empty array. So after this we will test on using our postman. So we request, then we get back the response. So the default response is empty array. Okay, so we set the default state. Okay, once you get the response from the API, then the response will pump inside this variable. Okay, or we call state task state. Okay, wow, easy. Yes, it's so much easy. Okay, so what's next? So after constructor, okay, you can open back your terminal. Okay, go bash to bash. Okay, so we need to create a new controller. Okay, so we don't have any controller yet. So inside the just empty. So php artisan make controller task controller. Okay, enter. See inside this, there's a task controller, right? Oh, hi. Okay, so open your task controller. Okay, so we will add we will do, or we will create index. So there are 4 functions: index, store, update, and delete. So index, we will list out all the list, to-do list. Store, we will create a new task. Update, we will update task based on ID. Delete, we will delete based on ID. Okay. Alright, so close. No, then we. Okay. Before that, you need to import your model. Import your model first. Okay. So once you imported your model, function index. Okay. So this one we will okay. I think I'm not really covered all of this. Okay, so eloquent ORM. So eloquent ORM. Okay. So I think just we just cover for tonight lesson, right? We just cover only simple eloquent ORM. So we will get all the records or store the records. Okay. Or retrieving the records. We want to update, right? Or delete. So we're using eloquent ORM. Okay. But I not really uh, explain all of this. So you can refer the documentation on this website. Right? Oh, in this live coding session, is it include props in Redux? No, we not using any props because if you notice, in our React component, so we don't have we not they only one component only. So let's say if you have more than one component, let's say this is a parent component, parent class, right? And then you have a subclass, the child class. So you want to exchange the data between the class. So okay, so between the React components. So you can use props. Okay, but on this lesson, we're not using any props. Okay, maybe props on the on next lesson lah. Okay, so we're not using any props here. So we just cover only component and state, right? Okay, we continue. Okay, so good night, Saiful. Okay, go to your task controller. So return task all. Okay, so this one you want to return all the based on this, right? All records. Okay, retrieving all records. Okay, you can use all. Okay, so create next function. So public function store. Okay, we want to store the task. Okay, store. Oh, sorry, request. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So what's next? Oh, this one. So return task find. Oh, sorry. Find. Oh, sorry. Find. because we not, it's not fine. Create. So create request all. Okay. Then third function public, so update, right? Update request ID. So return, not return. So task. Sorry. Task. Okay. Task find or fail ID. Okay. Then task update. Oh, update request all. Okay. Public. Okay, this is the last function. Okay, I think you already sleepy, right? But it's okay. We continue our, for those can stay up. We can continue this what we call this battle. All right. Okay, delete ID ID. So task find or fail. Okay. So task delete. So return 204. Okay. All right. Okay. So next, go to your routes. Okay, API. This one, right? So api.php is under routes folder. Okay. So we need to declare your all the API endpoints, which is you can retrieve all the records, you can create the record, update and delete. Okay. So route get task controller at index. So this your URL. Okay, this one URL. What URL you want to run here, right? Okay, so the URL, and then this your controller, and then this is your function. Okay, so route. Sorry. Okay, and then another thing is this your method. Okay, so for retrieve all record, we're using get method. If create record, we're using post method. So post. Okay, so this URL I'm using with s because it's a plural, right? I think it depends on you how you want to set. So, but mine I'm using plural. So if post is just single record, right? So I just say singular. Okay, task controller at store. Okay. Then update we using put. Okay, put put task. Okay. And then the parameter ID, which is the ID. Yeah. So why we need to use like this? Because we want to determine which record we want to update. Okay. So is it best practice using find of or fail? Yes, it's a best practice. Okay, task controller and update. So route. Okay, so delete we using delete method. Okay, delete task ID. Oh, curly bracket, don't forget. Task. Control A. I think we just halfway, this one. So we already 1 hour, right? So there will be another 1 hour for React. Okay, so we just 50% completed. Okay, so delete. Okay. What's the differences between REST API and Core API? I think that question need to uh, um I think the a good question is what's the differences between REST API and SOAP? Okay, SOAP, the web service core API. Because I'm not really understand about the core API. What do you mean by core API? But if you ask between REST and SOAP, yes, I can answer lah. Okay, but for core API, I'm not sure what's the core API. Okay, so maybe you can fix the question first lah before I answer. Alright. So once you updated your route, then you can go to your Postman. So make sure open your Postman here. Okay. So if you want to test on your browser, right? So you must be start with API, then your URL. So see, so this your URL, right? Then API. Okay, it's a default lah. So API, then task with S. So you want to retrieve all the records. Okay. Uh, so this URL task. Okay, task. Okay, not without task. So if you using this, you will get error, an error message. Okay, so API. Oh, access denied. Oh my god. Okay, access denied. Why access denied? Select from task. I think this one. I think this is the culprit. As denied. I think I can create the data here. I can migrate. So okay. Alright, so we got some issue here. I don't know why. I got some issue here. S69. So do you know what's the problem here? Okay, I try to not split. So how to wait? I already split this one. No. Okay. So maybe I need to restart. Oh, I don't know why happened. Okay, because I restart the server, so I can view this. Okay, so because no records, right? So empty, empty array. Okay, so this default state. Okay, if let's say if I create a new record, right? Okay, so go to Postman. So let's say if you want to view via Postman, okay, so you can run get. So send. So empty array, right? Okay, empty array. So I want to create a new record. So go to body. So breakfast. Nasi lemak. Okay, send. Oh wait. type array, null given. Okay, so what's the issue here? What's the issue? Okay, post API. Stop. So go back to your controller. Okay. So store. Okay, I think correct. Store. Post controller task. So argument one pass. Create must be type array. So what's the issue here? So what's the issue? Guys, do you know what's the issue here? Hmm. Silly mistake. This is silly mistake. So all you need to have this one. Yeah. That's why you got error. Okay, so fix this one. So make sure in your task controller request all. Okay, save. Yeah, value add. Yeah. Correct. My mistake. Sorry. Okay, so open this and send. Ta-da! Yeah. Okay, so Fendi just asking out of topic. What is the microservice mean? Microservice. Okay, so alright. So I'm just to be honest because this like hype term. Okay, hype buzzword. Okay, so I'm not really understand what's the. I'm not sure what's the microservice. Okay, so this kind of buzzword, right? So I'm not sure what's the microservice. Okay, but if you ask what is it work for on making SPI, so let's say you want to create an SPI like this, right? So you can create the REST API, a REST API like this one. Okay. Too many jargons. Yeah, it's a buzzword. I'm not sure if you, yeah, microservice. Because someone mentioned to me, it's a microservice. Actually, is the old word. Like data science, right? Actually, data science is the buzzword. So the old term is they call data mining, or they call KDD, knowledge discovery. Hmm, uh, I don't remember what's the KDD. So KDD, so this is a KDD process. So okay, knowledge discovery process, KDD. Yeah. So before data science become famous, so these terms KDD. So like microservice, I'm not sure what the terms. The correct way to explain Okay, microservices. How to be microservices? Okay, so I think this is a new thing for me. Okay, later on I will learn what's the this one. Okay, it's a new term. Okay, we forget it about this one first. Focus this one. Okay, so refresh. So this is a new record, right? So breakfast nasi lemak. So if you refresh here, see new record. Okay. So we add another one, another two. Okay, lunch. Nasi what? Nasi ayam. Nasi ayam. So send. Okay, second record. Then third record. Dinner. Chicken dinner. Chicken dinner. Okay, I'm not playing PUBG. So I don't know. Okay, so McD. KFC. Okay, send. Okay. Okay, so we test API task. So we got 3 records here. Okay. Then we try to update. Okay, update. So put task. So which record you want to update? So let's say dinner KFC, right? So I update ID3. I change KFC into MACD. 3. Okay. Description MACD. Send. Okay. Alright, I think there no response, just empty. Yeah, because I didn't put any return, right? So I need to put return lah. Okay. So return task. Okay. Because empty response. Okay. That's why they got empty. So if I send again, see the response come back. Okay, thank you for searching. Welcome. Okay. So we try to delete. Okay, so this put for update, right? Delete. Okay, delete. So delete. So no need this one, right? Just take out lah. So delete. I want to delete 3. ID 3. So this one ID. There are 3 records, right? So send. So 204. So delete. I refresh. So 2 records. Easy, right? Okay. So once we validated our REST API, so it's working, right? Then we can integrate with our component. Okay, React component. Okay, so I think it's a long way for this one. Okay, alright. So go back to your React component here. So close all of this. Okay, so example.js. Okay, so okay, we go back to normal. So this the dummy page. Okay, how to check whether we got only menu dinner using API? How to check whether we got only menu dinner? What do you mean by menu dinner using API? So can you elaborate more? Right? Um, okay. Okay, we already created our own constructor, right? Okay, open your terminal. Okay. So make sure you install Axios. Okay. So Axios you can communicate with your API that you just created just now. Okay, so npm install Axios. Save. Okay. Right. Okay, done. Okay, I want to drink just a glass of water. Give me a few minutes. Okay. Welcome back. Okay, what's the super function on React? Okay, so what's the super function React? So why we need to use super? Okay. So before you ask why we need to use super function, okay, you need to ask why we need to have uh, constructor. Okay. So when you create constructor, then you need to have super function. So constructor means you need to initialize your class before it's let's say you want to before anything let's say you want to render something, right? So you need to initialize everything. Then super. So why you need to use super function? So we put it inside constructor because we can access all the functions inside the class. Okay. So that's the reason why we using super function. All right. So we go to this component. Okay, close. So class, sorry, create new function called load task. So load task. Okay. Load task. Sorry, you need to import first. Import Axios. Okay, import Axios from Axios. Okay, then you can use Axios. So Axios dot okay, because we want to retrieve all the records, right? So if you want to retrieve all the records, you need to use get. Okay, so why you need to use get? So refer back to your routes folder inside the API.php, right? So retrieve all records, get, create. Uh, you want to create record, new record, post method, update record, put method, delete record, delete method. Okay, you need to remember that. So refer to API.php. So as yours get, so you need to get the URL here. So copy and paste. Okay. Dot then. Okay. So response. Sorry. This dot set state. So we will change the state. Okay. So state and prop is a different things. Okay. State only happen inside inside the component. Okay. It's a kind like a local state. Okay. So let's say if you want they have a like I think later on we understand more why we will what's the state actually means. Okay. Okay. So set state. Okay. So state we will change the because default state is task empty array, right? Okay. So if the load task triggered, then we will change the state, the task state, right? This one. So we will append inside the task state. Okay. So okay, go inside. So this. So task response dot data. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So component. So this part of React lifecycle. So component will mount. So this dot load task. So we call this function. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think it's okay this one. Alright, go to render function. Okay, we need to create a new variable called let task. So this state dot task. Okay, we call task state dot map task. So this is a arrow function. Okay, so return what? Okay, okay, so go to your this one. You can cut. Okay, copy here. Okay, okay, we do some adjustment. Oh. Right. Okay. Okay, we need to bind the data here. So bind task dot task ID. Okay. So don't forget to add a key. Okay. Task dot task ID. Oh, sorry, it's not task ID. I think it's just ID. Okay, ID. So not task ID. So ID. Okay, task dot name. So this one we follow by according the response. So ID, name, description, we need to follow exactly what the response uh, that return to us. Okay, name task dot description. Oh, okay. Right. So okay, I think so. Okay, then we put task here. Okay. So save, refresh. Boom. All right. So you already successful bind the data. Okay. So breakfast, lunch. Okay. I try to add new record. So task name, dinner, description, but description Burger Ramly lah. Send. Say okay, so Burger Ramly. So this one not refresh right yet, right? So refresh. So Burger Ramly. Okay. Easy, right? Cool. Oh, cool. Okay. So okay. Alright. So what's next? Okay. Alright. So we will. I think actually it's a single page. Alright. So just if we want, we can retrieve all the records, create, update, delete in the same page. Okay. I think they just call what SPA, single page application, right? Okay, so list all retrieve all records done. Okay, so next, we need to import table button. So modal. Okay, what's the modal? So go to React strap. Okay, React strap. So go to modal. So later on we will copy from here. Okay. So okay. So what happen if I click? See, this is a new modal. Okay. So we will put form here, which is the name, description, and then This is for create task, and then at the same time we will create for update task. Okay. Oh, how about the pagination UI? Oh, that one we not covered for this one, but I can show you on next lesson lah. Okay. Alright. Please remind me. Okay. Okay. Okay, modal header, modal body, modal footer. Okay, I think that's all. So 4 modals. Okay. Alright, so we inside the constructor. Okay, inside constructor and then state, right? So declare new local states, new task, modal false. Okay. So why we need to create default state false? Because when you load the page, so you make sure the modal will not pop up. So false, close ah. So if true, pop up. Okay. So create new function called toggle new task modal. So okay, if user click the button, let's say this is edit, right? So if I click edit or click add new button, right? So the state will change into true. Okay, so we change this new task model into true. Okay, dot new task model. Oh, sorry. New task model true. Oh, sorry. This set state. New task model true. Okay. Okay. Right. So go to React Strap documentation. So go back to this page. Okay. So we will add a new what we call a new button with modal. Okay. So copy this. Okay. Start with button and then end modal. Okay. Copy and paste it. Where? Under class name container. Okay. Paste it here. Okay, we do some adjustment. Okay. Okay, what's next? So what's next? Okay, so we need to bind the on click. Okay, on click here. So we want to bind. We need to bind into constructor. Okay, so how to do that is this dot toggle new task modal dot bind. Okay, bind this. Okay. Okay. Call sham. What is the comparison between component will mount and construct? Okay, this is a React lifecycle. Yeah, I can show you this one. So React lifecycle. I think this one lifecycle is lifecycle school or React.js. think this one okay. Let me just go. Okay. So you need to understand the because I'm not really remember all the life cycle. So most of the time, if I not remember, so what I will do. So like I said, the best friend developer is documentation. Okay. So this based on your question, right? So construct. I think not. Is it construct or constructor? Constructor, right? Constructor. Yeah. So constructor, right? So usually, let's say if you understand the OOP based on this one, I just talk on the OOP side. Okay. So if you want to, let's say you want to you want to initialize the object, right? So you need to have a constructor. Okay. So but for this React, okay, you can initialize everything, including the state and then the other values. So before it mount, okay, that's why we need to use constructor. Okay, but I think I already explained what's the differences between props and state. Okay, okay, so you need to understand. Okay, for constructor, okay, so component, I think component will mount. Okay, okay, so component will mount. So you can check here. I think component will mount. If not mistaken, so component will mount compared to. I think the correct question is what's the differences between component will mount or component did mount. Okay, so we take a look like this. Take a look at this component did mount. Okay, so let's say for component did mount, right? So it call after component is rendered. So this one already rendered, right? Then component did mount will call. But if component will mount before you rendered, you will call that function. Okay, so am I answering your question? Okay, I think we are too much talk about the real life cycle, so we will continue on this page. Okay, so all right, we continue do the the binding. Okay, so new task model. Okay, we already bind this. Then model. Okay, model is open. Okay, so model we change to this dot state dot what we call new task model. Okay, so okay, so this one we copy this one. So on toggle we replace this one. So we bind this toggle. Okay, so the text, right, change hello hello world. Yeah, it's an obvious word. Okay, hello world. Okay, toggle. We can we'll replace with this one. Okay, do something. Okay, okay, we save. Okay, so once done, go back to your page. This page. Okay, refresh. Okay, why nothing happen? Okay, we inspect. So if something weird happen or if everything goes south, go check to your um, inspect console. You go to your console. Okay, console example. Okay, so the above error occurred in the example component example blah 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 refer error button label is not defined. Button label is not defined. Where is it? Where is it? So button label. I think we're not using button label. Take out this one. Okay, button label. Okay, save. Fresh. Wow. Whoa. Toggle is not defined. Alright. Oh, we need to change the toggle, right? I forgot to change this one. So copy this, paste. Okay, refresh. Okay, class name is not defined. Class name. Okay, we take out. Okay, we're not using this. Refresh. Boom. Alright, so why like this? Why? The question is why. Okay, I think primary. I think we need to add something here. Okay. Yeah, because it's empty. That's why. So add task. Okay, we need to add the label here. So add task refresh. Okay, boom. So add task. Okay, if you click, boom, new model appear. Okay. So but you cannot, if you click, nothing happen, right? Because we not set to false. Okay. So initialize model is false. Then if we click the button, then set to true. So which is the model will pop up. But we didn't set any. Let's say we want to trigger something that model can be closed. So we will go for that after this. Okay. Right. So what's next, huh? Okay, next we want to create a new input. Okay, input button form blah blah blah, right? So go to your import here. So model footer. So we add input. Okay. Form group. Then label. Okay. And that's all. So this three. Okay. Then we go to model here. So we add some input form group first. Form group, then the label input. Okay, for each attributes. Okay, let's say for name, description. So we need we need to set some input there. Alright. Okay. Okay, we almost 2 hours. Okay, I think already 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay. So I think we almost like 70%. Okay. So form group. Form. Okay, form group. So label. Okay, label for name. Sorry, for name. Okay, name. Input. Okay, ID. Name. Okay, then we create new form group. Label. Okay, description. For description. then input group, input description. Okay, right. So go to modal footer here. Okay, so we change this. Okay, add task, then cancel. Then that's all. Save, refresh, add task. So this is your form. Okay, new description, add task, cancel. But if you click, nothing happen, right? Alright. Okay. So what's next? Okay. Next we will create a new data, right? New data, new record. Okay. So we will create a new function called add task. Okay. So add task. So Axios dot post. Okay, post method. Then go to your post main. So post here. This is the create, right? So we can use this. Then add here. So task dot then response. Okay, this dot. Okay, I think we can you can use this one. I think we can you can let's try this one. I'm not sure is it correct or not. Okay, so because once you created the record, so we want to make sure the list of records will be updated. Okay, so this dot state, oh sorry, state. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. So this dot load task. So, okay, this dot set state. So okay, on this part we will set a new state, which is they are three states. Okay, task, new task model, and then new test data. So okay, so task we already set from here. Then new task model. So it's a pop up, right? So let's say this one, right? It's pop up. So we can once you user click add task. So we set new task model false. Then we will be close. Okay. So set state task new task model false new right task. Okay. Okay, I think this there's some adjustment here. Okay, I think we need to add new state. Okay, so new state, so new task data. Okay, new task data. So new task data, you need to declare empty string for name and description. Okay, this is a default state ah. Okay, so next, okay, then we call new task data here. Okay, so we need to have something that we request, then we respond back the successful uh, data that we already created. So we need to add request here. So this is a kind of like a body. So if you go to Postman, there's a for request ah. Okay. So this dot state, okay, dot new task data. Okay. So new task data we will grab from the form that we just created before this, just now. Okay. So new task data. Okay, this one set state right. So once you created, then change back to empty string set state. Okay. So I think you need to practice more on this, so you can understand more. So name, description. I think that's it. Okay. Then you need to go inside your form. Okay, which is the model, right? So go to this page. Okay. So you need to bind all of this, the name and description. Okay. Set some event here. Right. So input. So value. So not this one. This dot state dot new task data dot name. Okay. Then we set on change. On change. Okay, so type this one. Okay, so let new task data. New task data. This dot state. Okay, so new task data. Okay, dot name. E dot target dot value. Then we can set state here. So this is the part where we grab the input, okay, the value, okay, value from the input. So new case, new task data. Okay. Wow, quite intense. So already 2 hours, right? Okay, so this, okay, for description. So value, this dot state dot new task data dot description. So on change, on can play. On change. Okay, type this. I think same like above. Okay, like this one. Okay, so let new task data. This dot state. So this dot state. New task data dot name. Dot description. So e dot target dot value this set state new task data, right? Okay, so what's next? So you need to change the add task here, the button here, to toggle right, toggle new task model. So you need to change into add task. Okay, add task. Okay, okay, go back here, refresh. Okay, we create new task. Okay, so we take a look closely. So there are only 3 records here. Okay, so we add new task. So dinner, supper, what? Choki. Okay, add task. See, already created, right? So load. Okay, refresh. Boom. So supper choki. Okay, so I think we have done for add part. Okay, so next. So what's next? Okay, next we will we do some adjustment for this header, right? So what's left? Update and delete, right? I think we almost there. We almost finished. I think the next 20 minutes we can end this lesson. Okay, so update header, go to this. This is the button, right? So add h1 to do list. Okay, so save, refresh. Okay, we already set here, but I think not really. See the buttons quite not really beautiful, right? I don't know. We try to adjust. Okay, so adjust class name. Oh, children. I thought children or boredom. Okay, class name. What called my tree. Save. Boom. Oh, nice. All right. Okay. So we go to. Okay, this one for update. Update. Okay, we almost there. Okay, so we add new. So go to your constructor, create new state called edit task. What? Data. Okay. So before that, add task near task data. Then you need to add a new task model also, right? Okay. If not mistaken, Okay. So add task data. Okay. We add this one first. Edit task model. Okay. False. So this one for update model. Then we add new task. Edit task data. Name. Okay. Description. Save. Boom. Successful. Okay. So what's next? Okay, I think we just repeat again and again. Okay, so this one, right? New task model, you copy this one. Okay, create new one for edit. So we just do toggle edit task model. Okay, set state. So edit task model true. Is it correct? I think it's not correct. Something not really. I think this is not the hmm, I think we can change through. Let's say for new task model, right? Can change through. We do the we contradict. Okay. So let's say if true, we set false. If false, we set true. Okay. Okay. So I saw 5 users watching. You don't have any questions so far, or you already almost sleepy? Okay. Okay. So new task model. So this dot state dot new task model. Okay. This one. This dot state dot edit task model. Save. Okay. So what's next? Okay, I think we just right now what we want to what's our next uh, next part is we want to send from this page. Let's say this the ID, name, description. If I click edit button, then we'll send to modal form. Okay, so how to do that? We need to create a new function called edit task. So edit task. Okay, ID, name, description. So this dot set state edit task data. Okay, so ID, name, description. Okay, then edit task modal. Set this one, this dot state dot edit task modal. Okay, so copy edit task function, then go to edit. Where's the edit? This one, right? Okay, so on the edit part, so we need to bind here. So we create new function called on click. Okay, on click. Okay, we make it like this. Oop. Easier. Okay. So on click. So this dot edit task. Okay, edit task dot bind. So this task dot id, task dot name, task dot description. Okay, so we get from this variable task id, name, description. So go back here, refresh. Yeah, you need to get the data for edited data. Yes, that's correct. So if I click, okay, nothing happened, right? So something wrong. So why nothing happened? Say edit task bind. What's the mistake here? I can click. So if I click, nothing happen, right? So this dot edit task dot bind this task ID name description. So what's the mistake here? So what's the mistake? Okay, we take a look at our constructor. So edit task model false. Okay, edit task data false. Aha, I think we forgot another one. Edit. Maybe that's the issue. Hmm. I think this one already correct. Okay. I'm not sure what's the issue here. Okay, ID. I think already add ID here. Okay. So nothing happen if I click. Why? Nothing happened at all. Why? So we inspect. Take a look. So it's not. They are not on click here. Why? Why not on click? Because not safe. So they are not on click. Okay, this one working, but this one not working. I don't know why. Okay, let me check first. Okay, I don't know what's the issue here. Okay, so on click, I think it's correct. So this edit task, fine. Edit task. Okay. So maybe can create console here. Is it trigger or not? So ID save. Okay. Refresh. See detect. See detect, but not appear. The I see. I know what's the issue here because silly mistake. Yeah, because there are no the model pop up not exist yet. So we just have create. Okay. We don't have the edit model yet. So we need to create new one. That's why nothing happen. Okay. So silly mistake. Okay. So copy from model here. Okay. Copy here until footer. Okay. So copy. Then yeah, this they already defined. This they no there are no edit model. So only create. Okay. You see my mistake. Okay. So copy model here. Copy until here the model. Okay. Copy then paste. Okay. So we need to change this model, this one create, right? So we need to change into edit. So edit. So this one edit. Edit. So edit. Okay, bind. So this one also edit. Okay, model title So model title I think need to change atas. Okay. Edit task. Okay, edit. Okay, need to change edit, edit, edit. Same goes to this one, edit, 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 edit task data, edit task data. Okay, this one cancel. Okay, this one also need to change edit. Okay, so add task, right? So actually we not using add task. so edit. So we need to add update task. Okay, update task. Is it correct? Update task. Yeah, update task, right? Update task. So update task. Okay. So if you go to this page, refresh. Oh, error. What error? Because edit function not declared yet. Okay, so we create edit function here. So edit. No edit, sorry, update. So update task. Okay. So just create empty function here. Refresh. Alright. So click. So that's your edit model. Alright. Yes, I mean copy again model. Yeah. That's right, bro. That's right. Okay. Update task. Okay, update task here. So we need to update this function. So let task ID, name, description. And this dot state dot edit task data. Okay. Then exhaust dot. So update put, right? So put. So what's the URL here? So URL I think similar to post, but we need to have ID here, right? ID, the ID. Okay. Why ID? Because follow this route API. So put there's an ID here. Okay. So slash uh, so we need to concat the string, right? Okay, so plus, oh sorry, outside. So plus, so the data dot ID. Okay. Then we set here ID. Sorry, no ID. Name, description. Okay. Dot then response. So this dot load task. Okay. So once updated, it will load task. Load task will be triggered. So this dot set state. So we need to update the state. So edit task model. False. So we close the pop-up. Then edit task data. Okay. So ID, name, description. Okay. Okay, save, refresh. So I choki want to update. Sushi, edit, sushi. See, refresh, sushi. Yeah, alright. So we just completed 3 operations. Okay, so last function, which is delete. Okay, so delete. Okay, delete. I think this is just a simple one, just a 5 minutes. Okay, so delete. Okay. We almost there. Okay, so delete here. On click. Why not change on click? Alright, so on click. Okay. So on click. Okay, on click. So I think just copy this one. No need copy Just type Okay, this dot what we call delete task. So no function yet. So delete task dot bind this task dot id. Okay. So then we create a new last function here. Delete task. Okay. So make sure ID here. Oh. I think any parameters is fine. So it's yours dot delete. Okay, we're using delete method, right? So delete. Okay, so go back to your postman. So I think copy this one. Copy. Same Okay. So let's say delete. So ID. So slash plus. Then this one. Copy this one. Your state. I think no need copy this one. Just send. Okay, wait I think uh if you notice this one, right, I think this one no need to task ID. So update task, can remove it. Alright, so go to delete. So edit, so it can get from this here, edit. Okay, so edit, then what's next? Dot, then response. Okay, so ID. I think no need this one. Response. Wait, response. Yeah, this. So we will reload. Okay, reload. Save. Refresh. And we delete supper. Boom! Wow. Okay, so I think we just successfully created a full functional React app. So to-do list app. Okay, do you have any question before we end this lesson? Okay, do you have any questions so far? No question? Okay, if no question, I try to recap. So what we just learned tonight. Okay, so I think it's already 2:30. It's already 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, so thanks Fendi or other users. I think say hello for those online right now. Okay, so I try to recap. So first thing first. Oh sorry, I thought Sham already sleep. Okay, so can I use jQuery code in React part? I'm not sure about this because I never use jQuery in React. I think the React itself can they have a library for that. Uh, I never use jQuery. Okay, so any questions? Okay, no questions. Okay, I try to recap. So we just created a Laravel project and we embed the view layer with React. So React, you don't think React is a standalone app. So that one just for view layer only. Okay. So the other thing, let's say for the how you process the data, all of that you can use any backend site. So let's say for PHP or any programming language, you can use. Okay. But for React, it's just for view layer. Okay, so we just created our Laravel project. Okay, then we do some setup, um, whereby we preset the React, then we install some React Strap, React DOM, something like that. Then we do the integration together with React component with Vue Blade template, the Laravel part for Laravel lah. Okay, then we create a few API endpoints, which is CRUD operation. So we can do create, read, update, delete. Okay. So we test it on Postman. Then once everything okay, then we can start integrate with React component. So this is the end result. Okay. So do you have any questions so far? So I think we can, but I don't like use it on React looks sophisticated. Oh yeah. Like I said before, I never use jQuery in React. Maybe can, maybe no. I don't know. I don't know because I never use. Okay, so far you have any question? So next, I will maybe I will give I think it's a go for beginner. Yeah. So next, I will do a live streaming for data science. Okay, so I'm proficient in PHP, SQL, PHP and JavaScript. So right, today we just learned JavaScript and PHP. Okay, so next week maybe if we have time, so don't forget to subscribe this channel so you can get notification from me. Okay, so for data science, maybe I will show you how to create the ML server. So we can create the REST API, then load the modeling, then you can do the prediction lah. I think I know you not understand. Later on, I will share the link later lah. Okay, I will share the link for your um, for before we start the lesson on next week so you can understand more about it. Okay. So do you have any question? Oh, thank you for learning code. Thank you, welcome. Okay, so no questions. So thanks for making this recording. I learned something new using Laravel React. Yeah, it's a new thing. Yeah, I'm also learning. Okay, until now I'm still learn. Okay, I didn't say I'm expert, but I'm trying to make myself relevant okay, because if I'm not learning from time to time, so I will become irrelevant so maybe I will become um, kaput legacy. Okay, thanks coach, welcome. So any questions so far before we go to sleep? I know you guys still typing, right? Okay, I give 1 minute. 1 minute to think. Okay, so 3:32. So make sure you share this video, so for others can learn. Okay. No. All right. So how about the other three users online? You have any question? Maybe one more question. Yeah. What's the question? What's the question? Make sure relevant, okay? If not relevant, maybe I cannot answer. Maybe one more question. So you all from Malaysia or from Indonesia? How to make sure if we add something awkward? Okay. I think I think the question is not complete. I think you need to finish your line. What you want to we can get duplicate insert. Okay, how to make sure if to prevent it? How to make sure if we add something awkward, we can get a duplicate insert? How? Uh, you mean duplicate? Like name description, some sort like that? Is it that kind like that? Like based on my experience, I think mm, maybe you can set because I've never done this before for duplication. So duplicate insert. I honestly I never done this before to do for duplication issue. Okay, unless you set some sort like timer. Let's say if user click like twice, right? So you can set timer from there. Okay, no, I think that's all. That's all for explanation. Okay, any questions so far? No, no question, no questions. Right. Okay, so if no question, I will end this lesson lah. Okay, so next week I will do next live streaming, either data science or depends on. Okay, so see you later. Thank you very much for coming. Oh, I'm Indonesian. Oh, hello. I'm Malaysian. Kita bersaudara. Okay. So thank you very much for coming this channel or video. So please spread this knowledge to other people. Okay. Good night. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much and good night.